God bless you. Today I want to talk to you guys on the title, Living a Life Worthy of the Calling. Amen. We're going to be speaking from Ephesians 4, verses 1 through 16, right? What I love about this letter is that Paul begins this not as a preacher on a platform, but as a prisoner for the Lord. Now, what I love about this is that the Apostle Paul here, he's not complaining. He's not asking you pray so God can take me away from this prison. But what the Apostle Paul does is that he's urging you. He says, I beg you, man. That's crazy because that's passion. That's still love for his ministry. Like, even though he's in jail because of the ministry, he still has passion to do what God called him to do. Now, when I look at this, I can see the Apostle Paul not having a perfect situation and yet living his calling. So it lets me know that you don't need a perfect situation to live out a powerful calling, right? So the question that you need to ask yourself is, are you letting your situation define your calling, or your calling defines your situation? That is a question that you're going to have to ask yourself. Amen. Now, in verses 2 to 6, in Ephesians 4, the Apostle Paul begins to give you the character of a person that is called, a person that is called by God, or a person that is walking worthy of their calling, right? And what Paul begins to give you is that he begins to give you the heart posture before the handwork. A lot of us want to do the handwork, but our heart is not right. So Paul is saying, no, the heart needs to be right. Amen. So that like that, your handworks can be holy, right? So Paul is saying, before you can unite in mission, there must be unity in spirit. You must unite in spirit with God. And Paul gives you 4 kingdom postures. Number 1, humility. He said you need humility. Humility, no pride in position. No taking ownership. You just a steward, right? And so he said, be humble enough. Be humility in your heart, right? Because humility brings healing as well. Because when we are humble, we are able to say, I'm dealing with this. I need help in this area. Can you pray for me? I'm humble enough to let you know that I'm not perfect and I need help, right? The second thing that he talks about is gentleness or meekness, meaning power under control, right? Gentle. And then he talks about patience. He said, be patient, waiting well with people who don't move fast. Patient when things don't go your way. Patience, self-control. And then he talks about love. He said there has to be love in your heart. Supernatural love. The love, sacrificial love, right? The love that Christ demonstrated in the cross. Now you have to demonstrate that love, right? And then he goes and says, make every effort to keep yourself united in the spirit. So he's saying you have to make every effort to walk in the spirit. He said unity is not automatic. Unity with the spirit is not automatic. You must protect it. You must pursue it. You must preserve it. Just like you want to become one with your wife, you have to protect it. You have to pursue it, and you have to preserve it. So for us to walk in the spirit, we have to be intentional about it. That's why he say, put on the armor, put on the new you. You have to put it on. You have to walk it out. Amen. So listen to this. There is righteousness that is imputed into us, right standing before God, that only Jesus did. But after that righteousness is imputed into our heart, now we have to work it out with fear and trembling. That is called practical holiness, right? So it's something that you need to be intentional. Just like walking in the spirit, in unity with the spirit, you have to be intentional about it. So let's go back to it. What are the 4 kingdom postures of a person living and walking a life worthy of their calling? Humility, gentleness, patience, and love. God bless you.